Okay, so
When I was little, I wanted to be a shoemaker. I love shoes. I wanted to make shoes when I was growing up.
hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I've decided to do a tag since we are all here, and I thought this would be a great time for us to do something similar to a family tag, but we're just gonna do a throwback tag, and we're all gonna answer pretty much the same questions. So here we go. So the first thing that we're going to ask is, do you have pictures of yourself from when you were younger? If you do, show them. Yes, I do. Actually, no, I don't have like my baby pictures. The earliest picture that I have was when I was 7 years old, and that's the only picture. And then until when I was 14 years old, in our family we moved a lot, and my mother basically just didn't. That was not one of her priorities because she had a lot that she had to deal with 4 kids and being a single mother. So I don't have a lot of pictures when I was a baby. That's my only regret actually, because I would love to see how I looked when I was little. So
I have a few baby pictures. I'll show you here.
okay.
I don't have any baby pictures, but I have. The only picture that I have is like I was probably 12 or 13.
I think you were 13.
I don't know. Not
14.
sure, but no, younger than
13 around, yeah. I know you have a picture where
12
you
or
are
15.
around
Yeah.
12 years old. And how about you, sir?
I have a flourishing abundance of physical, digital, whatever we put the love in the future.
Yeah.
I know.
So I had to make up for all the pictures I didn't have. So both my kids have tons of pictures. So the next question is, what TV shows did you grow up watching? Ooh. So, as you know, I grew up in South Africa, so we had quite a lot of American entertainment, and we also had some local entertainment, so TV shows. So the ones that I remember were the soap operas like Dallas and MacGyver, the A-Team. Yeah, the A-Team. Night Rider. Oh my gosh, Night Rider. And then we also had local ones called Nolike, and what's the other one? Velatu. That was part of
But you were
Nolike.
old though. Velatu was when
I was younger when I
I was
was.
already in college when I was watching that.
No, I was younger than that. But what about you guys?
A lot of Hey Arnold, Dexter's Lab, Powerpuff Girls, pretty much anything Wild Thornberry, anything on Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon.
Blues Clues.
The Rugrats. The Rugrats.
This is Rugrats and what else? Proud Family.
Proud Family, yes, that was one of your favorites. What about you, Luke?
What I watched a lot of Newgrounds when I was little. You know,
Newgrounds, what are those?
Newgrounds. So back before YouTube was popular, people would upload Flash animations to Newgrounds.
Okay, so you did. Which ones did you grow up with?
When I was a kid,
Trompi?
That's a South African show. That's an Afrikaans show that I used to watch when I was a kid. 'Cause we only had TV1 when I was a kid.
Now there's 2 and 3.
Actually, it was TV1 before it was SABC1.
Okay.
So I watched Trompi, and then I watched Night Rider and the A-Team. Those are the only shows I watched as a kid.
Yeah.
We didn't have a TV. I had to go and pay 5 cents to watch TV at my friend's house.
He had to pay 5 cents to watch TV. There were very few houses that had televisions when we were growing up. And so we would, like if someone had a TV, they would charge people to come and watch TV in their house. That's what he's referring to. Okay, so what do you want to be when you grow up, and do you still want to be that? Okay, I'll start. So I wanted to be a lot of things. At first, I wanted to be a social worker, and then I wanted to be a lawyer in high school. And I went to college planning to be a lawyer, and I was accepted at University of Cape Town Law School. But that same year, I also applied for postgrad in marketing, and I was accepted to that program. And it was a 1 year versus a 3 year program in law school. So I chose to do that. And also, a lot of change was happening in South Africa, and marketing and any business related degrees were the ones that companies were looking for. So I changed to that. But I eventually became a software engineer, and that's what I'm doing right now. Do I want to be a lawyer still? No. So that's where
When I was little, I never really thought about what I wanted to be. I just did what I liked. And so I always did science things, and I didn't know I wanted to be a scientist or I knew I liked science. I didn't know I wanted to be a scientist. I didn't know what that meant. And so, but now, I'm doing my master's, so I think I figured it out.
You're doing your master's in what?
Biology.
In biology. So you always wanted to be a scientist.
Scientist isn't a job title.
Yeah. It was a broad
So it was hard to
interest. Yeah. Okay, so
When I was little, I wanted to be a shoemaker. I love shoes. I wanted to make shoes when I was growing up. But then I grew older, and then I decided, nah, maybe I should do something more prestigious than making shoes.
I mean, you could have been a designer. You were
And then
thinking about being
I
a
decided that
laborer.
I'm going to be a doctor. And then when I hit high school, and then I thought, nah, I don't like blood and stuff. And then I decided, nah, I'll just go and be a programmer. And I went to school and I studied computer science, and I became a computer programmer. That's what I'm doing now.
Would you want to be a shoemaker?
No.
Luke, what do you want to be when you grow up?
When I was really little, I wanted to be an astronaut, but over time, I realized that you don't just become an astronaut. There's some jobs you would have, and then you might get selected to be an astronaut from there. But also, I did a little research on what astronauts do. They basically do a lot of defecating, urinating, and horticulture, but the twist is it's in zero gravity, so I'm sure there's some more exciting stuff.
Oh, come on, Luke. Okay.
But it'd be nice to go to space.
I know,
It'd
they're
be nice to
American
go to
heroes.
space,
Okay, so.
But it won't be the first. But it's not really something you can focus if you really want.
Okay, so what do you want to be
Now.
now?
You make video games.
You want to be a video game maker?
Yeah.
Okay, so he wants to do video games.
Development.
Yeah. What were your favorite toys to play with? For me, okay, you can start this one.
Baby Born, my favorite Christmas present back in the day. And I like to play with race cars and stuffed animals, maybe. What other toys did I really play with? Barbies for a while, and then I cut off their hair and drew on them. But that was over.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And you also like video games?
Yeah, I like some video games. I like adventure games.
Yeah.
Not like action button pushing, but just
Yeah.
like doing stuff.
What was that thing?
Spyro.
Spyro, and also you had that thing where you make a home. What is that video?
Oh, Sims.
Sims, yeah. So you like to play with that. For me,
I like dictating.
when I was little, I remember my mom got me this bunny for Christmas, and I played with that most of the time, but we had to improvise a lot because buying a toy was not a luxury we could afford. So we would make our own toys, and so really we did a lot of like role playing when we were young. Like we would maybe make a school, and one person would be a teacher, and most people would be students. And I always loved being a teacher or a nurse, any of those roles. So that's what I did. Tag dudes.
Oh, yeah, I have those. These cars and stuff.
You had race cars, and you again love video games from a very early age, which is typical of this generation. What about you, Dad?
We played with a lot of toys that we made, like rat car,
What?
rat car,
It's a
wire car.
Wire car?
wire
Yeah.
car, like they made cars
Uncle
out
Like
of
the
used
ones
to
in the
make-
documentaries that you
Yeah.
see the kids playing
In
with
Africa.
Yeah.
on the dirt road.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Africa, in
To
fact,
me, that was the best.
Yeah.
The best toys.
we created our own toys.
We used to go out and play cards in the bush.
Yeah.
And leave in the morning and come back in the night.
Actually, you can see them online right now. The toys that kids in Africa play with, they will make like a car out of crates for, like, you know, like this, the crates that you can put milk and stuff in the olden days that they used to use. We used to take that. We used to take bicycle wheels and make our own go-karts. 3 songs you love to listen to as a child. Oh my gosh.
I know roots.
For me, so by child, I mean when I was probably before 10 years old. In terms of like pop, we listened to Brenda Fassie. I don't know if you know, Brenda Fassie is a South African singer who was, I mean, so popular in South Africa. And one of her songs was Higher and High and I'm No Weekend Special. And so those were my favorite songs. What about you? Huh?
How old were you when you danced for that?
It was early 80s. Yeah.
So I was like 10. Remember she's a baby?
Yeah. So we listen. Okay, so NSYNC,
No, I
Boys-
hated NSYNC.
Backstreet Boys,
No, people don't like the what's that thing?
Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon album was the best.
I know, it's still the best. I enjoyed it, even though I was
Really good
an
album.
adult.
And
Aaron Carter.
No.
She did.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
She
yeah.
bought the album.
And we listened
Yeah.
to it 150 times. That's how I beat Shaq.
I know.
Yeah, Aaron Carter, Backstreet Boys, and what else did I listen to?
I listen to mature music. I listen to jazz.
Yeah.
I listen to.
But you were also a little bit older then.
He also
so-
listened to
but-
gangsta rap.
No. Gangsta rap I was much older. I was like almost 20 years old.
19.
Yeah.
That was half your life ago, sir.
And that's when rap was still
Yeah.
had a message, I think.
It depends on which you look, on which one you're looking
And
for.
what message you're trying to
Okay,
hear.
look, your
It always
turn.
has a message.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess as a kid, I didn't really have, particular music taste. I just
Actually, I
listened
do
to
know
whatever
one
was
you
on the
listened to.
radio.
One time, let me tell this one. One time we were going to Chicago,